Hello, class. Now that we've completed our study of chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4, it's time for our first exam. So now that when you log into the Blackboard page, you will see that I've created a tab over here, a button called Exams. When you click the Exams button, it'll take you into another screen which has a content folder called Exam1. When you click that, it'll open and have a number of resources for you to allow you to study and prepare for Exam 1. First is I've gathered all of the PowerPoint slides that I've created for chapters 1 through 4 and organized them all here. You can also find them under your weekly assignments, but this is just for your convenience. I've also created a document called Exam 1 Preparation. So let's take a look at that. Once you download it, it'll open here in Word, and it'll give you some information on how to prepare for the exam and what to expect on it. So first, my suggestion to all of you is the textbook is really great. At the end of each chapter, they have a review of the summary and factual questions. So just take a look at those summary and factual questions at the end of each chapter. That's a good indication of what's important in each chapter and what could be covered on the exam. There's some extras that I've thrown in along the way and I want you to know about. So I do want you to know about the Kano model, so review the information on that, know what it is and why we use it. We studied the SWOT STEEP analysis. So the book covers SWOT, but I also talked about STEEP. And I want you to understand that analysis and know what those acronyms stand for. Also, in this last chapter 4, we talk about fair trade as an example of corporate social responsibility. So understand that. And you can take a look again and review the video on the fair trade in the cocoa industry that I provided in my chapter 4 slides. I've also created a Jeopardy review game, and we'll take a look at that in just a moment. I'm going to give you a heads up on what the extra credit question will be, so you can start thinking about it now and you won't be surprised. So if you want to take advantage, I'll be offering 5 points of extra credit for you to write your own mission statement using the 3 W's. You're going to have to state who you are and what you do and where you're going. So think of it in a broad sense, or think of it as a student or in your profession or just in life in general. And then there's also going to be a short answer question on the exam on an ethical dilemma. It's going to be similar to the ethical dilemma that you're going to find in your textbook on page 63. That's about the image products and Loven Corporation. And that's going to be worth 10 points. So be sure to look over the various models for ethical decisions and be familiar with them so that you'll know which one you might use when faced with an ethical dilemma. The remainder of the exam will consist of 25 multiple choice questions that'll be worth 2 points each and 25 true-false questions worth 1 point each. You will have 100 minutes to complete the exam. Most of you will not need this amount of time. You will have more than enough time to complete the exam. Note that once you start the exam, you are going to need to complete it. If you have any technical issues while taking the exam, please do reach out to me by phone or text so we can take care of it right away. Don't forget my number is 812-316-2628. Now I'm going to post the exam 1 on Monday, 2:15 by 8 a.m. and you're going to have the entire week to complete it. You have until 11:59 p.m. on Sunday. Okay, let's go back to our folder again on Exam 1 on Blackboard, and we're going to see I have posted a Jeopardy game. Okay, it's a PowerPoint and I'm going to show you how you can use it. So let's click the PowerPoint and let it download. And once it's downloaded, it's going to open here in PowerPoint. And there's a couple of ways that you can use the PowerPoint to prepare. One is, here we are right now in the, if we go to our view, you're going to see we're in the normal view. So you can just click through the slides, right? Here is one of the clues. A dynamic state associated with products, services, people, processes, environments that meets or exceeds expectations helps produce superior value. So what would that be? Well, in Jeopardy format, we'd say, what is quality? So you can just click through here on this slide and play this way if you like, or you can put it into the presentation slideshow view and you can play it like an interactive game. So if I decide I want to go over here to miscellaneous 200, I just click the board and it says low academic performance and low high school graduation rates have this effect on the US global competition. So think about it. What do you think? How do those things affect our competition? Do they help it? Do they hurt it? What's going on? Once you have your answer, you just click here at the bottom, Miss 200, and it'll bring up the answer. And it says, what is inhibits, decreases, or has a negative impact? So any of those would work. Then you're going to click back to board, and it's going to bring you back to the main board where you can click once again on another question. So I'm going to choose a question from chapter 2 for 800. And it says an organization's most important resource and the key to maximizing competitiveness. What could that be? You have your answer? Then click down here and it'll bring up what is human resources and then back to the board. So these are the couple of ways that you can play this game and review chapters 1 through 4. I hope you all have fun playing it. So now if we go back to Blackboard, we will see that these are all the items in the Exam1 folder. On Monday, I will add a button and I'll put it at the top and it'll be the test where you can click and actually take Exam1. So I hope all this information helps you in your preparation. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Call or text me or send me an email. I'm here to help you and support you in your learning. Thanks and have a great weekend.